talk about the top 25 now. Last month, I told you Kansas was going to be the #1 team, and I think they're going to be #1 until the end.
Well, they're barely #1.
Barely.
I think you saw that last week with Oklahoma. If you got to go 3, 4, 5 overtimes on your home court to pull out a victory in conference, that says you got a lot of work to do for the rest of the season.
Well, wait a minute. You said two key things. You said conference, so
right.
We know conference game is going to be tough. And Oklahoma,
yeah,
they're good #2.
But to your point, I think you got to remember that conference play is really a good indicator of the parity that we're seeing in college basketball. You look at last week in the top 25, Virginia loses twice on the road, and then one of the top 5 teams in the country. Now, Arizona loses twice.
Wait, didn't you have Virginia as one of your teams
well,
up there?
I still have them up. I'm just saying what I'm talking about is conference play is so strong and the parity is so even that you're going to have all these variables where you're going to have teams that lose 2, 3, 4, 5 games over the course of the season. You're not going to see too many conferences where the champion is 15-2,
and
15-3.
And you shouldn't. Conference games are what they are. I mean, look at Michigan State and Iowa.
Right.
Which Michigan State is going to get revenge, I think, later this week against them. But you always have games like that.
But what's the difference? Home and on the road. And that's what I'm saying. You don't have the one team that's starting to show it may be able to separate itself home and on the road is North Carolina. And nobody's talking about it, but they began the season.
Was it 4 wins they had?
I think it's 4 or 5 wins, undefeated. Nobody's talking about it, but they were big at the beginning of the season and had a couple missteps. But lately, they're starting to have the look of a team. I mean, they're scoring 80-something points a game. I think they're one of the top 4, 5, 6 scoring teams in the country. So I think you're going to be able to see, with the exception of North Carolina, it's going to be pretty tight across the country in conference play.